Welcome again to my channel, LR Retro. Today, we will review the next chapter of Grappler Baki, the Warrior's Struggle arc. It's the chapter where Hanma Yujiro confronted the world leaders that wanted to prevent the great father and son fight. What do you think Yujiro will do to these leaders? Let's find out. But first, please know that you can buy the new Grappler Baki volume collections, Baki the Grappler Season 1 and 2 DVDs, and Bandai's Grappler Baki figurine on the link on the description below. By buying, you can help the channel grow and release more Baki videos. Please subscribe and let's begin. The chapter starts inside a restaurant in New York. Hanma Yujiro is saying, "It's nice. This is a nice tasting piece of meat." Strydom then said, "There is a reason I wanted to see you." "What is it?" "Baki has changed. He has become somewhat of a big name in the world." Yujiro angrily then replied, "What are you trying to say? Is that really something that should come out of your mouth in front of me?" "Calm down, ogre. The service people are afraid to come close." "Strydom, you better start giving me details." I have to say that it also surprised even me. To be more precise, it was like a bolt from the sky. Back inside Baki's old house, Strydom is surprised saying, "Huh? What? What did you just say? Huh? Do you even understand what you just said? I'm abnormal." The words came from my mouth. Of course I understand them, and don't doubt them. If anyone is acting abnormal, it's you, and not me. No, but what the hell is so weird about what I am saying? I want to have a slow and regular meal as father and son. What the hell is so strange about that, huh? To have a father and son sit at the same table and eat. Isn't it just normal? That is true. And that is why. Baki. Don't act dumb. This is something you want. But I am sure that even as you say it, you know how unreal it is. Hanma Baki and Hanma Yujiro sitting at the same table and having a meal. Now, that is something I would love to see happen. It is something so unnatural. To cook some rice, warm up some miso soup, and of course, a small side dish. To eat all of that would just be a blessing. And of course, some dessert. What do you think of Häagen-Dazs? That might just bring out the best taste, wouldn't it? And then talk about the day-to-day stuff while we are eating. Sometimes, that is how it goes. When two different generations meet, the two can have an argument. And of course, I know that my dad is stubborn. But so what? I will just do what needs to be done. And you have no right to mock what I am thinking. I will show you that I can beat the odds. If you only use your head, you will deny it, of course. But I will not give up on this. This will happen. That is why you will go to my father right away. You are one of the few whose opinion he might listen to. Baki. This is why he just listened to you. Baki. All you have to do is convince him. Just let him hear it from your mouth." Then Strydom shouted, "Baki. This is Hanma Yujiro. I understand what it is you want. In any home or family, there are sure to be a few disputes. And I get that you want to enjoy something that's so ordinary. But it's because you two are father and son that it's not possible. The two of you just meeting face to face is already a big thing. But it's just that. Even the story of our past is weird. But even my father has to eat from time to time, right?" Strydom is extremely surprised by what Baki just said. He then replied, "I have no idea what is happening in this world. But there is one thing I do know, is that will not happen." We now go back inside the restaurant. Hanma Yujiro is saying, "This is me. Have a meal. With me." Then Yujiro walks away. He then thinks, "Have dinner, huh?" We now move on inside a certain military base. The Prime Minister then said, "Originally, we planned on receiving you at Haneda Airport. No problem. That is why we have these military bases here. I am sorry to come this early in the morning. But I just don't get it. Why would you come to Japan and top secret in such a modest way? Please don't underestimate the luxury of Air Force One. Even if it is just a private jet, it's a pretty nice flight. I have to admit that I am a little afraid. There are more things to feel besides that, Yuki. For me, it's all about the excitement I am feeling. For this upcoming grand meeting. Did you know? I am a huge fan of the man called Ogre. It was surprising. that you would actually be on the side of Hanma Yujiro. It's not like America and Ogre are completely unrelated. Well, at least not officially, that is. You mean the Treaty of Friendship, don't you? Without that treaty keeping everything peaceful, sleep would not be possible. What was your impression when you met him? Let's just say that now, I know that there is something harder than diamonds. Common sense would not work on a man like that. To have met him is a source of pride for me. The man said to surpass the armed forces of an entire country. Hanma Yujiro. Soon, this man will be involved in a single incident. And when that one incident occurs, we here will be of aid. If it's about Hanma Yujiro, we at the Tokyo Police Department will play our part. But the man is as strong as an army. What the hell could fight him? It's his son. I get it. He was the superboy that kidnapped Mr. Bush. At that time, he was nothing more than a simple criminal. Is that the same boy that kidnapped the president? And placed the country in a state of emergency level 5? Yes, it's the same boy. He is also approaching the level of becoming as strong as an army and a threat to the state. But there is one thing I just don't get. How can all these states of emergency be done by only 2 people? To me, it sounds like it's nothing more than a simple family quarrel. So, wouldn't it just be better if we just left them 2 alone and let them solve their issues by themselves? Wouldn't that be better? Before you say anything else, I want you to take a look at this here. My most precious possession. What's that? It's tar. Is that coal? Exactly, it's just as you say. Or rather, it's coal dust. When I met Ogre, I asked him to crush it with his bare hands. It was my own quest to see his strength with my own eyes. But this much isn't something to be so surprised about. At least not when you live in America. All of a sudden, Hanma Yujiro appeared saying, "Do you have any other requests, Mr. President?" The 3 strong men outside were left sitting up straight. No, it's not right to say that. These 3 men. These 3 guards. They simply fainted. All of their senses just shut down. Expressionless face. And their body simply fell to the ground. Yet, they might still be aware of what caused it. As soon as Hanma Yujiro stepped into the room, the tension and meaning of this meeting changed. What do you think of this chapter? Do you think the government will still interfere in the greatest father and son fight? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, A Patrian of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isam Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Will, Thomas West, Casey, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, Joshua Ash, Aiden, Mars Kane, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Jaden Robinson, Carlos Rios, Reiner Braun, Tarek Abujaber, and Brennan. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about Retsukayo confronting a famous boxing promoter. Stay tuned.